Hey sis, I'm Lakeisha, your sister coach, and also the co-founder of A Sister's Truth. Here at A Sister's Truth, we help women to discover, define, and live their truth while taking the road less traveled. Our mission is to help every woman embrace change because change is where growth happens. And we specialize in personal development, helping you to accept your authentic self in order to embrace all aspects of who you are. So I just wanted to come on here really quickly and have a sister to sister chat with you about focusing on the not yet. It is a new year, and last year my sister and I had an amazing year for the year of our business as it relates to our business. Overall, life in general just gave us a lot of, twists and turns. We had a lot of ups and downs personally as well as professionally. And I found myself being in this place of despair, a few times last year. But I was able to just stop doing this one thing, right? I stopped doing this one thing that I'm going to talk to you about that helped me to end my year on a beautiful note. Business professionally, as it relates to our business, and also personally as well. And it came about when I was having a conference call with my sister, and we were making plans for our marketing conference that actually just happened, and it was a success. Let me just throw that in there. But we was having a conference call about our marketing conference that we was gonna put on, and she was just talking about how just amazing that she felt because we were actually making moves within our business, right? And she was just going on and on and on about being in this place, not just professionally for her, but also personally for her, where she was just in this comfortable position where she's able to put her child through private school, and then was able to start a business and now travel with her business. Because this is my sister's first business. This is my second business. And she was just going on and on about how great she felt and all the blessings that God had bestowed upon her up until that particular point, and where we were going and the direction our business was headed in. And instead of living in that moment with her at that time, I just started saying, yeah, but we haven't had, this feature yet. We haven't had this podcast interview yet. We haven't gotten to this particular number in clients yet. We haven't reached this particular threshold for sales yet. We haven't done this yet and that yet and this yet and that yet, to the point where I was missing the whole point. And the point was to just take a moment and just celebrate where I was at that moment. To take a moment, join my sister in the celebration of everything that we had accomplished and achieved as it relates to our business, as it relates to us personally, and that particular moment. I couldn't do that because I was focusing on the not yet. And she had to snap me out of it really quickly, because I was about to spoil the moment. I was about to bring her down. I was about to steal her joy with my negative thoughts, at the time. And I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about it, because how often do we find ourselves doing that from time to time? Life bogs us down. We have issues that's coming up, whether it's, our child is getting in trouble in school, whether or not our car is breaking down, whether or not our boss is getting on our nerves, whether or not we have a new bill that came out of nowhere. Whatever the situation is, we get so focused on that particular thing, and we get so focused on what hasn't happened yet that we can't even see all the blessings, all the goodness, all the miracles that has happened around us every day, in every moment. Because when you have this super big goal, right? When you get to the point where you have embraced yourself and you walk it in your purpose because you know what your purpose is, and now you're setting these goals, according to your purpose that is aligned with what God has in store for you, the devil is going to get busy. Okay, the devil's going to get busy because he don't want to see you happy. He don't want to see you in a good place. He don't want you to have that strength and that bond with God. He don't want you knowing who you are. He wants to cause chaos and confusion in your life. So when you are on the path to greatness and everything start to come at you and it seems like it's coming at you all at once, that's how you know you're on the right track. Okay, because if you wasn't on the right track, then the devil feels as though that he has done this job, so he doesn't have to mess with you. When you're on the right track, that's when life just goes bananas because the devil is getting busy. So take it as a sign that you're on the right track. But even in those situations, we have to take a moment, right, and step back and celebrate all the small milestones, all the steps that we had to take to get to that point, right, where we're being attacked. Because in order to get to the point where you're being attacked, because you're getting that closer to your goal, you have to celebrate those small steps because you had to go through some things, right, in order to get to where you are right now. You had to get over some things in order to get to where you are right now. You had to find strength in order to get to where you are right now. You had to blossom. You had to get encouraged. You had to get motivated in order to get to where you are right now. So celebrate those milestones, because when you celebrate those little milestones, then the journey doesn't seem so long. The journey doesn't seem so hard and difficult because you're celebrating progress. Each step that you make towards your goal, no matter how small the step is, it could be a millimeter of a step. The point is that is progress. If you took a millimeter of a step forward in a direction of your goal, that is progress. So when you stop for a moment and celebrate all the small stuff, right, your goal seems to be a lot closer than what you thought it was. When you take a moment to celebrate all the small milestones that you have already achieved, you will realize that you are already successful. Because most of us, we set these goals thinking that once we get to this particular place in our life, whether or not it's having a certain salary, whether or not it's having, a certain size house or a certain luxury car, whatever it is, whatever success means for you, we feel as though that once we get to this particular place, it has to look a certain way in order for us to really have success. And that's not true. That's not true. Because we have already been successful at something, but it's just so small and so minute. It's because it's just not wrapped the way that we want it to be wrapped, that we don't look at it and view it as success. So I challenge you on today or tonight or whenever you're listening to this audio to take a moment, take a step back and celebrate all the small milestones that you have achieved in order to get to where you are right now. And then I also challenge you to stop focusing on the not yet, because delay doesn't mean deny. How many times have we heard that? That is not cliche, people. Delay doesn't mean deny. There is something that you have to go through. There is something that you have to learn. There is something that you have to experience. There is something that you need to go through in order for you to get to that next level. How can you handle being on the next level when you hadn't even mastered where you are right now? There is something that you need to learn and understand and comprehend and internalize where you are right now so you can even handle that next level. I'm not saying take your eyes off the prize. I'm just saying enjoy where you are right now. Enjoy where you are right now. Because if you're not happy where you are right now, you're not going to be happy at that next level. Money doesn't bring happiness. Money doesn't bring joy. You create your joy. You make the choice to be happy in every stage of your life, at every stage of your journey, in every area of your life. You make the choice to be happy. You create your own joy. So when you move to that next level, you're not looking for it. And you can actually enjoy the success. So stop focusing on the not yet. And start to celebrate and reward yourself for the small milestones that you have already achieved. Well, sis, I thank you so much for listening to my audio. I really appreciate your support. Please go ahead and share this blog post with all of your friends and family across all your social media platforms. If you have any questions, please leave them down below or shoot us an email at info@asisterstruth.com. Also, remember to follow us across social media if you haven't already. You can find us on all platforms at A Sister's Truth. So that's all I have for you. Thank you again, and we'll chat soon.